Light, a cheerful teenager, has always dreamed of becoming a successful adventurer, to provide his family with a life of luxury. To pursue this goal, he leaves his small village and heads to the city to register as an adventurer. However, the journey is far from easy. In this world, the goddess created 9 races, with humans considered the lowest, facing constant racism. Light experiences this firsthand upon arriving in the city when a beastman adventurer rudely orders him to move off the road. Though he wasn't blocking the way, Light apologizes meekly. At the Adventurers Guild, Light registers and learns from the receptionist that newcomers start at F rank. She asks if he possesses a gift that could influence his assessment. Eagerly, Light confirms and explains his gift, unlimited gacha, which allows him to summon items. To demonstrate, he activates his gacha device, producing a card that materializes into a bent fork on the table. Embarrassed, Light panics, insisting his skill usually performs better. He tries again, but the results are disappointing: a rotten apple and moldy bread. Convinced he's a failure, the receptionist assigns him F rank. Light accepts it gratefully and asks about available jobs. She directs him to the bulletin board with beginner tasks, but Light grows nervous, unable to read the postings. The receptionist, unsurprised due to humans' low literacy rates, suggests basic tasks like carrying rocks or gathering wood, which pay poorly. Light agrees, and after a grueling day of work, earns enough to rent a room. He relies on his gacha skill for food, remaining optimistic about his future. However, a gang of beastmen has other plans. They deliberately block his path, causing Light to bump into their leader, who accuses him of dirtying his clothes. Before Light can protest, the Wolfman leader punches him and steals his purse. Desperate, Light pleads for the money's return, explaining he'll be homeless without it. But the beastman dismisses him, leaving Light in a muddy puddle. Passers-by mock him, suggesting he sleep in the slums with other humans. Feeling hopeless, Light is suddenly offered a helping hand by a kind elf woman. He instinctively grabs it, but recoils, apologizing for dirtying her hand with mud. She reassures him it's fine and, to his shock, kneels to hug him, proving her kindness despite onlookers' scorn for helping a human. Behind the elf, a diverse group introduces themselves as the Concord of Tribes, a party with one member from each of the goddess's 9 races, lacking only a human. The beastman Garu introduces himself first, followed by the elf Sasha, who presents the others: Drago the Dragonute, Diablo the Demon, Abaro the Oni, a dark elf, Nano the Dwarf, and Santor the Centaur. Garu explains they need a human to complete their party, and Sion adds that their mission is to end racism and create an equal world. Though skeptical, Light can't resist the opportunity and joins the Concord of Tribes. As they adventure together, Light struggles as the weakest member, often needing rescue from monsters by Drago and Sasha, who urge him to be cautious, as a single hit could kill him. Light apologizes for his carelessness, and Sasha checks him for injuries, insisting he stay behind them. The party teases Sasha for her apparent fondness for Light, causing her to blush and insist she sees him only as a teammate. Feeling useless, Light believes he contributes nothing beyond carrying luggage. Drago, however, compliments his team-making skills, cheering Light up as they venture deeper into a dungeon. The party reaches an open area with one entrance and exit. They exchange glances, deciding it's the perfect spot for their plan. Unaware, Light prepares to brew tea when Drago abruptly informs him he's being expelled from the party. Stunned, Light asks what he did wrong, and Garu bluntly states he's useless. The group insults Light and the human race, shattering his belief that their kindness was genuine. When Light questions their earlier friendliness, they admit it was an act. Drago reveals their superiors noticed Light's unlimited gacha, suspecting he might be a maestro, prompting the party to monitor him. After deeming his gift worthless, they received orders to eliminate him. Sasha, relieved, confesses she dreaded the possibility of marrying Light if he were a maestro. Confused by the term, Light barely processes the betrayal before Garu, mimicking Wolverine, slashes his face with metal claws. Realizing the danger, Light flees, but Sasha shoots an arrow through his leg, causing him to collapse in pain. The party mocks his screams, with Garu planning to inflict more harm until Drago orders him to stage Light's death as a monster attack. As Light crawls desperately, the ground beneath him glows, a teleportation circle. Drago urges Garu to kill him quickly, but Light vanishes before they can act. Teleported to a random dungeon location, Light knows a monster encounter means certain death. Reflecting on his family and the party's betrayal, he channels his rage into a vow for revenge. As he swears to destroy them, a low growl interrupts him. Turning, he faces a level 1000 monster, a creature from nightmares, realizing he's on the dungeon's lowest floor. With no chance against it, Light frantically uses his unlimited gacha. Suddenly, his gift transforms dramatically. A massive magic circle appears, and the gacha device powers up. As the monster lunges, a level 9099 maidservant, May, emerges from a super ultra rare card, obliterating the monster instantly. May kneels before Light, healing his wounds and apologizing for acting without permission, citing her devotion to his silky smooth skin. Light, amazed to be unharmed, introduces himself. May, thrilled, pledges her loyalty by the maid's code of honor. When Light asks her name, she reveals she's May, the ever-seeking maid, summoned from his gacha. Skeptical that his worthless gift produced her, Light allows May to appraise his ability. She discovers his gift is concealed by powerful magic, invisible to those below her level. May explains that unlimited gacha's effectiveness depends on mana density, which is low on the surface but abundant in the dungeon's depths, enabling her summoning. She praises Light's bravery for reaching the depths, but he tearfully confesses his betrayal and weakness. May comforts him, vowing to help him destroy his betrayers. Light, however, insists on exacting revenge himself, acknowledging his current weakness. May pledges to train him, believing in his potential. Grateful but ambitious, Light uses the dungeon's mana-rich environment to summon more high-class maids, aiming to build a kingdom as the foundation for his grand revenge. The story ends here. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.